Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the stream. How are y'all doing today? All right. So for those who have not been to one of my streams before, what I usually like to do is just do some texturing, painting, and modeling and other stuff live. I always find it pretty fun to do work, basically co-working with my chat. Welcome, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So, as some of you might have seen, there's been sort of a new announcement lately, which is that we now... Oh my goodness. Well, sorry, one second. We now have voice acting auditions open for some new roles. Let me go ahead and open this up. Oh. Of course, we have the auditions finished for the roles that were in the demo, but that's not all. We have another round of auditions. And they are live now. So, if you are a voice actor and you would like to audition for a role on Noir More Academy, all the information is right here. I'll go ahead and share it in the chat. Boop, boop, boo. Oh, Seamoon Ram, thank you for subscribing. So, the characters we're now auditioning for are number 1, the Bard of the Inked Wastes. Number 2, Miss Keen. Number 3, Mr. Faverge. Number 4, Lunchlord Seabrook. Number 5, Madame Noiramore. Number 6, Mrs. Lune. Number 7, Coach Terrera. Number 8, Mr. Bagshaw. Number 9, Mr. Cabrera. 10, Deirdre. 11, Lacey. And then various students. Oh, this is supposed to be on the next page. Whoop. Oh, Odette, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. So if anybody has questions about the auditions or any other questions involved with my work and what I'm doing in my game, feel free to ask them in the chat. Oh, it wasn't letting you chat even though you were already subbed? That's really weird. I was like, oh yeah, hold on. Isn't Steven Ram already subscribed? That is annoying. I've currently set the chat on subscriber only just to prevent troll and other stuff and to encourage people to sub, but maybe I'll take that off if it keeps doing that and preventing you from chatting. Anyway, like I said, if you have any questions about the auditions, let me know. I've already gotten a lot of auditions coming in, so that's a lot of auditions for me to review. However, I can promise you, I will be looking at all of them. So, even if I get a lot of them, I'm going to be looking at them all, and the deadline is February 14th. Okay? So, if you have any questions, let me know. And look at how many people are looking at it right now. How fun is that? Does anybody else have that kind of awkward moment when you're looking at a Google Doc and then you see that another person is looking at the same Google Doc at the same time and you're like, hello? Oh, thank you, Seamoon. Really appreciate that. Because the thing that's going to be the most tricky about these is the French accented characters. Because, as well as, I have not gotten a lot of auditions for Coach Terrera because she has a European Spanish accent. So, some of these are going to be a little more difficult to find. Now, I will say, you do not have to have come from the these places to audition, if you can do like a very good accent, then you will be accepted. However, obviously people who are naturally from these countries and or naturally have spoken this language for many years are going to have an inherent priority. So we'll see what happens. But that's not to say I discourage anyone from auditioning. If you want to audition, feel free. Who knows? Maybe you'll be a better fit for a different role in the future. So, yeah. Hala Studios, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Psychwine student chat. As you can see, whenever you subscribe, a little face, a little head of mine falls into the tip jar. It hurts. It hurts pretty bad. Every time that happens, I have to cut my own head off and throw it into the jar, and it slams into the jar and I get another bruise. It's pretty difficult, but it's all worth it to entertain you guys. Alright. Mr. Backshaw actually does have a model already, I just have not posed it yet. And I haven't finished his cane. So his model is done, I just need to finish his cane and actually, like, rig and pose him up so that I could have a nice picture to put here. So for now, I just have concept art there. All of the main characters are modeled. One other thing of note. Also, let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. As always, I say that like every time because I'm always concerned about it. Let me show you something else I've been working on this week. This week, I've been working a lot on puzzle assets. Or assets that are used in each puzzle of the game. And if you have eyes, you can see that I am working on cooking utensils right now. I wonder what kind of puzzle that will be using these. I don't know. Anyway, the reason I have, like, these models in here is because I have to do size comparisons, basically. So I, like, take what I just made and I, like, put it in the hand and I'm like, is this too small or too big? And then I resize it. So, if any of you have played a Nancy Drew game before, you will not be surprised about the fact that there is a cooking or baking puzzle minigame, because that is just a staple of Nancy Drew games. So I had to do one in my game too. But yeah, that's what I've been working on this week, is a bunch of puzzle assets. Today I've been working on, like, unwrapping them so I can texture them. And yes, I know this bowl is pretty high poly, but the reason why these puzzle assets are somewhat high poly is because your camera is going to be very close to them while you're doing the puzzle, because it's like first person for some of these. So if you're going to be like this close to the bowl camera-wise, you probably want it to be somewhat smooth so it doesn't look awkward as you're doing stuff. Mix, 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 mix. Anyway. Yeah, that's the idea. Just wanted to give you guys a little preview of the puzzles. I haven't really talked a lot about gameplay and puzzles on some of my updates, which I don't want y'all to be concerned about. It doesn't mean we're not thinking about gameplay. It's mostly out of spoiler reasons. We don't want to, like, reveal all of the puzzles and escape room style stuff that we've got going, because the whole point is that a puzzle solution cannot be spoiled. So. Now, let's get back to the actual content of this stream, which is the texturing. But yeah, wanted to give you guys those updates. What was this layer again? Oh, that was the eyeshadow, okay. Lipstick. Oh yeah, those were the eyelashes at the bottom. These were the buttons. Okay. I have to, like, reacquaint myself with what my layers are because I'm stupid and I don't always label them. What else needs to be done? Alright, time for me to go work mode. Welcome to work mode. Oh, enchanted BB fly. Yeah, you are so right. You are so right about the fact that I can't really reveal almost anything about the adults, because kind of the whole point of the game is to investigate them. So revealing stuff about them would be kind of defeating the purpose of playing the game. Okay. Today I'm going to... Wait, did I? Oh my goodness, I knew it. Hold on. I forgot to erase the ambient occlusion here. There we go. Oh yeah, Indigo Park. I saw the trailer for the next chapter of that. It looks pretty exciting. One of my main critiques of Indigo Park when I played the demo, it's one of the few mascot horror game demos I've actually played, was the environment art had a lot of problems. It's hard to like describe without showing you pictures, but I really like a lot of ideas in that game, especially, of course, Rambly is extremely well executed, but obviously, Unique Geese being somebody who is new to game development, he's also new to environment art and Unreal, and there was a lot of like nitpicks I had that to me made the park feel like not very alive. So the new trailer has shown a lot of improvement in that, and that's really exciting. So I wish them all the best of luck. They're doing some really fun stuff, and it's really cool to see somebody who like started with basically net zero game dev knowledge work on a game. It's really cool. Ruth Townsend, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the chat. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. What should I do next? I don't know if I have good reference for the coat yet. So because of that fact, I'm gonna do these. Okay, I'm gonna work on these. What layer did I put the lace on? No? Button? No? Is it on the overpaint layer? What the heck? What the heck? Where did I seriously paint on the layer 1? I guess I did. Oh well. Sorry, that's just me rambling to myself. Haha, rambly. Oh yeah, as Oscar was pointing out earlier, I used a lot of League of Legends music for my Dragon Queen videos. Because it's good, and it's royalty free. Or at least it won't get copyright. At least some of it. Most of it, I think. I don't know if things have changed or someone is like pretending to be League of Legends and copywriting people, because that happens. Wild Challenger, welcome in. Hope you're all fully recovered from your sickness. That's all right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna release like all the music on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube and all of that jazz. Well, I don't know about Apple Music. I think she knows how to do that. I don't. I'd have to ask her. The reason I have the wireframe on, by the way, which is this thing right here, is it helps me figure out like where the peaks and valleys are on these objects, so I know where to paint in the darks and where to paint in the lights. If that makes any sense at all. Already looking a lot better, wouldn't you say? Alright. Oh, what did I do? I accidentally pressed a button. Man, it's been a while since I've listened to League music. I remember how much I love it. Hello, Roadkill Rose. Welcome to the chat. Taylor, I've never heard of that book series, so I don't know. Also, I'm really sorry if I have so much like background buzz audio. My computer is really loud. I think there might be like a broken fan in it or something. I can't tell because all the fans are moving. They're all moving, but I've heard that it could be that when a fan is like slightly off kilter or something, it can be really loud. Maybe that's what's causing it, because my computer did not used to be this loud. Sometimes it gets really loud even when I'm not like doing anything RAM intensive. So I'll have to get that checked out, I guess. But it's money, you know, so. And I could probably replace the fan myself, but I don't know which fan it is that is doing that. Is it the top one or is it the one on the side? I don't know. League of Legends music is so good! Oh my god! Oh yeah, I see your name as Cisco Link now. But yeah, I need to get it figured out because when I re-listen to some of my streams, I am so upset at how much background noise there is. It sounds so unprofessional. And also my chair is creaky. Rah. Oh my gosh, Chalk Zone, you just unlocked like a childhood memory. I loved that show when I was a kid. I mean, I guess she would. Okay, I am like 45 hours into Hades 2 now. I know I've been talking about Hades 2 a bit on these streams. I just gotta say, dude, it is so impressive to me how much content that game has for such a small team. So cool. Excellent video game. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I have heard some people were disappointed with the endings, which I have not reached yet, so I'm a little curious about that. But I also heard it was more specifically like the pre-alpha endings, early access endings. So I don't know. Again, no spoilers in the chat. I will see what happens, but it's something I'm curious about. So far, I'm quite enjoying the story. Also, my favorite weapons. Definitely the sickle and the little dagger is probably my favorite. I just really like how fast they are. I always like the fast weapon like that. It's so great. Especially if you pair it with the Ares boon of like having lifesteal when you're below 40 health. That is a great great combination. But my least favorite weapon is probably the axe. Now, I haven't used it that much because as soon as I got that axe and I tried it out, I hated it. I just hate how slow it is. Obviously, as somebody who likes the crescent knife for how fast it is, the axe was just way too slow for me. It took me a little bit to warm up to the skulls because I had to get used to like collecting the ammo again. But I've had a couple really good runs with those. It kind of depends on the boons, I think. And it also depends a little bit on what like weapon buffs you get from the hammer, the Daedalus hammer. Hello, Aspera. Nice to see you here. Welcome in. I hope y'all had good holidays, by the way, since this is our return from the holidays stream. Gotta say, it's pretty interesting to me. Oh wait, did I? Never mind. It's pretty interesting to me how big the voice acting post I made is getting on Instagram. I made like a little video on Instagram about the auditions being open, and it has kind of blown up, at least for the standards that I usually have on my Instagram. And a lot of people are really liking that, so that's pretty exciting. Pretty darn exciting stuff. I've been getting a lot of followers from it. I'm so excited about that. I have tried watching the Fate anime. I was really confused, but that was a long time ago. But yeah, like Saya has said, I've heard the best place to start is the original visual novel, so if I decide to get into it, I'll probably do that. kind of have to be in the mood to play a visual novel like that. Yes, it's also kind of blow up on CCC as well. It's pretty exciting stuff. I just hope the fact that, I mean, I only have like 12 roles and I'm getting like over 500 auditions on Cast Club, and that's not even including the emails I'm getting and the backstage auditions. So I want to tell you all, guys, I am really happy that you're so excited about this, because that makes me super excited. But please don't be disappointed at the fact that I only am able to really choose like 12 people. So, oh, I might as well make this announcement now. On Casting Call Club, I think it like notifies you if you've been shortlisted or dismissed from the role. If I have like already dismissed you, please do not take that as like a discouragement or as a discouragement, because it just means that maybe you're not quite right for that specific role, or maybe the mic quality isn't exactly what I need, or maybe like the voice isn't quite like as the texture that I want exactly. So don't be discouraged about that. I'm just really picky with some of that stuff, and it doesn't mean you made a bad audition or anything like that. So please do not be discouraged or worry about that if your audition has already been dismissed on Casting Call Club. And it's just me sorting through stuff, basically. Wait, did I? Hold on. Huh. I don't know if I really have done this effect properly. Wow. I'll have to figure this out as I go along. Well, I say this because I am also an indie voice actor who has auditioned for stuff, and sometimes it's discouraging, so I know the feeling, trust me. I've also submitted for a bunch of stuff on Casting Call Club, and I don't know. I also don't think I'm the best around either. But sometimes it's not necessarily the quality, but also the fact that it doesn't quite fit the role. In any case, it's pretty exciting seeing all these auditions come in. It's always exciting to listen to them. Now what should I do? Let me try seeing if this works. I love this song. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like having a little bit of... Oh, I guess it will be a little bit more than 12 people, because obviously various students means that there's more than one. So it's going to be a little more than 12 people. I don't know exactly how many background students we're going to cast, but we will be casting them. This outfit is not canon. Don't worry about it. Yeah, voice acting is kind of one of those careers that everybody would sort of like to do. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much for the donation. I like everything you've done with the team for your game. I hope you have a lot of luck and infinite creative spirit. Greetings from Czechia and Happy New Year. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let me give that a like. Hee 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 hee. Thank you very much for your donation. And as well as thank you for supporting the stream. And like just joining in chat and chatting with us. I appreciate it quite a bit. The little Incros coin that dropped in the jar. Yeah, I decided to make like a little label for the tip jar because I realized that the jar is like kind of so... has so much opacity that it's kind of hard to tell what it is. So I made the label so people could actually tell what it is because I looked in like the Streamlabs settings to see if there was any way I could make it more opaque, but I couldn't. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just make a label for it then. So it's not just like a random jar PNG on the side of my screen. Hello, Celestial Vocalist. Welcome in. And thank you for your audition, by the way. Okay. Standard Jack asks, do you work as a game dev full-time? Right now, pretty much. I do commission work and some freelance art stuff on the side. But right now I'm going full hog on trying to work on this game, get this done. I would really like to see this succeed because I have ideas for more games I want to do set in this universe. And if Noramore is at least relatively successful, then that can help fund the budget of our next games. And hopefully I'll be able to cut myself an actual, like, livable wage. Kind of relying on the parents right now to help me out. So I'm really excited to hopefully have this take off and be able to actually have a career, have my own place to live. I'm excited about this game. I'm so excited about this game. The Flutterstars Gaming Universe, yeah. FGU. Yeah, no problem, Cisco. I'm probably gonna have to do a bit more freelance work to help fund the voice acting, because our budget is so small. Like I've said before, the script kind of ballooned a little bit bigger than we thought it was gonna be, so hopefully it should be able to cover the voice acting for the main quest, but it probably will not cover for the side quests. So, trying to find some alternate ways to fund the voice acting, which includes I'm doing some kind of commissions and freelance stuff to help with that. And of course, sustain myself living-wise. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see where this goes, and I'm really excited to get voices recorded and put in game. Oh, well, if you'd like to like suggest anybody for the auditions, feel free to send my posts to them, and maybe they'll be interested. Our budget is $125 an hour for the voice acting for our game, which is a little low, but it is sort of the standard for indie projects like mine. So I'm not sure how many more proper bigger league voice actors would actually want to work on a budget that small. But yeah, we'll see. But as y'all know from the fact that I hired indie and upcoming talent for the demo, I don't really care too much about being a proper professional voice actor as much as I care about, can you do the role? Are you capable of doing the role? Are you good at acting this role? Do you fit the character? Do you have a good microphone? That's what matters more to me than I've been on this so-and-so popular show. Not to say that doesn't that wouldn't help out with marketing a bit, that's for sure. But again, that's what I'm saying, is that I kind of doubt that a lot of, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just excited to work with whoever fits the role the best. And I think the people we found for the demo are amazing. Oh, thank you, Standard Jack. I appreciate that. I'm still a little bit embarrassed if my accent in that video was bad, but you know what? It's my YouTube channel. I get to do what I want. I get to have fun putting on an accent. I'm the Avatar. You gotta deal with it. Oh, something else I have done this week is gone to see Avatar 3. I really liked that movie. I have such a soft spot for the Avatar. As anybody who knows me knows, I have a soft spot for the Avatar movies. I unironically think they are great. I'm sure I have critiques, but I unironically think they're great movies. And had a lot of fun going to the IMAX with my friends and experiencing that together. Experiencing the world of Pandora together. It might be fun to have some streams where I just go into spoiler talk for some of this stuff and just rant about them. But for now, I will not spoil things on this stream. You are safe. You're safe here, don't worry. what character is this the theme of again? Hold on, I know this song. Oh yeah, it's Lilia's, duh. There was some great new lore in the new movie. I think you'll enjoy it, Oscar. There was some awesome... The villains were, like, easily this kind of, like, standout thing in Fire and Ash. The Varang is so cool. She's such a good villain. It feels like it's been a long time since we've had a big Hollywood movie with such a, like, standout villain. I feel like the last time I've seen that is, like, Puss in Boots, Lost Wish. Just having a villain who is straight up villain and just, like, takes up the screen whenever they're on... That takes up the screen whenever they're on screen. They have stage presence. I think the funniest comment I saw about Fire and Ash was that... Well, there's been a couple of them, but one of the funniest ones was that this movie gave Neytiri her own Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, Standard Jack, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I even saw a post on Instagram of someone drawing Varang and Shadow together. It was very funny. Yes, Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter. That was so cool to me. I also found it interesting how she talked about how she was considering changing her name at some point because she didn't want to be necessarily stuck in the legacy of her grandfather, but she ended up deciding against that because she was like, well, it is an honor at the same time, you know, and that's true. I'm glad she decided not to change it because, again, obviously I am not her, so I cannot decide how she feels about something, but as a perspective of a movie goer, to me, it's beautiful, I think, and special to see a legacy like that continue on through the family, and her having the talent to back that up, you know? It's obviously not a nepotism hire. She killed it. So, to me, like, her legacy is not defined by her grandfather. To me, it's like she was able to define her own legacy while honoring her grandfather, you know? I think that's awesome. So good for her. She killed it. I need to rewatch Puss in Boots. I've only seen it, well, Last Wish. I've only seen it once, but I need to watch it again. It was just so, it was so good, and so many funny bits in that one. Quality movie. I love this theme. I love this theme. See you, Celestial. Thanks for joining in. Alright, Cisco. Thanks for joining in. It's giving you flashbacks to Dragon Queen. Yeah. Like I said, I used a lot of League of Legends music in Dragon Queen videos, and it really fit because a lot of this League music really inspired a lot of the... Like, I was listening to it as I was writing, you know? Okay, now let's try a little shine on here. Yeah, my sketch talk videos. I've been on YouTube a long time, guys. I'm starting to feel old. Well, thanks for being a fan for such a long time. Was I in a collab video talking about Ezreal X Lux ship? I don't remember that. I mean, I shipped Ezreal and Lux, but I wasn't like a big time Lux Ezreal shipper. It was more just like a little thing for fun. I think I made like one fan art or two. I also had a... I don't remember that. I don't think I've ever collabed with any League of Legends tubers. Though, now that I say that out loud, I'd like to, actually. Though I don't really do so much with League anymore. I still like it, though. I'm just not like... I haven't played it in a while, you know? And I haven't really looked at the news about it in a while. Yeah, I hope he's doing well. Oh, Dungeon Donut. Welcome in, welcome in. Also, Dungeon Donut, thank you for your audition. I recognize your profile picture from Casting Call. I only recently found out about this project through the casting call. Your setting is so weird and I'm having fun slowly going through your videos, learning about it. Ah, sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I would say the best way to go through the videos is through the devlog playlist, because it's so hard to like kind of explain everything without those videos kind of going step by step through my thought process, because one of the things that's difficult about this project is how, weird. It's very weird. It's like, oh, so this is a technically like sci-fi story because it takes place in the future on a different planet from Earth, but it's also like a fantasy story because they're unicorns but they're aliens, but but it's also like the 1940s and it's black and white and and it's like a mystery game in a magic school. It's tough. My setting is very... I'll just say my setting is very me. Like, everything in this setting is because I like it. You know? It's probably how James Cameron felt trying to pitch Avatar. Like, it's weird. But you know what? I think that sometimes things that are weird are great because they come from the heart. They're coming from the heart and they're authentic to themselves. But that can sometimes make it really hard for marketing purposes. It's a bit hard to market this. Like, how do you even describe it to somebody? So when I'm marketing this, I don't even really like go into the sci-fi part of this. I just say it's like a fantasy, because at its core, that's what it is. I just say, yeah, it's a mystery fantasy story taking place on this like post-war world. Yeah, Gothic fantasy game. And the characters happen to be like satyr unicorn fantasy creatures, so it's funny to me, some people have been like, is this a furry game? And I'm like, no, not really. I mean, I guess, do you consider like satyrs to be furries, or like the Draenei from World of Warcraft to be furries? I don't know. To me, I guess, I've always thought of a furry as like something that has like a literal like animal shaped head. So the fact that they don't have like animal heads to me is not that, but you know. I'm more inspired by like classic mythological stuff, like Greek mythology and Narnia and stuff like that, and World of Warcraft type designs, I suppose. Yeah, there are levels of furries. It's just kind of interesting seeing what people interpret as furry, I guess. Like, I would not classify Avatar as furries, but some people do. I don't know. It's weird. But I'm not, like, in the fandom, so I guess I don't really know the terminology. What am I gonna do now? I think I'm done with... Well, I'm not quite done. with this, but I'm gonna come back to it later. Right now, I'm gonna... let's see. Okay, I think I'm gonna... I don't know what to do. I don't really have good reference for the cloak right now, but I'm probably gonna like start blocking it up a little bit. Blocking it out, I mean. No, that's not it. This one. This one. Oh, and the back. Hold on. There we go. I could probably start on the skirt, actually. Okay, I'm gonna start with this for now. I don't want to get into that conversation, honestly. Everybody's got different definitions. But I just wouldn't... I'm not part of the fandom, as it were, personally. Let's just say it's a loaded term, isn't it? Just like brony is a loaded term. Brony is such a loaded term. It's crazy, dude. Even as someone who was like so deep in that fandom, like looking back sometimes I'm like, dang, I kind of understand why people thought furries were weird now. When I was a teenager, I was like, bro, it's fine. We just like My Little Pony. But now I'm starting to see what some of the adults saw when they saw like all these guys, older guys at conventions. And I don't know. There were a lot of really cool and fun people in that fandom, and I don't think there's anything wrong with liking a kids show. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And there were some really creative and cool and amazing people I met. But I sort of, now that I'm older, I understand why people were a little concerned. Because there definitely was some bad stuff in that fandom, that is for sure. Definitely was. there was a lot of bad stuff. But that is also the case in literally every fandom. So, you know. All of the Psyquine characters are based on equines, yes. Well, basically the rule is horned and hooved animals. Yes, just like Swirl Beast said. If there's an animal with horns and hooves, it could probably be turned into a Psyquine. Are Psyquine inspired by my MLP passion? Honestly, not really. As far as I recall, the initial idea for them came from a dream I was having about, like, aliens that could be a part of my Mariposa universe that used horns for psychic powers. And then I, like, woke up and I sort of developed the idea more. But hey, it might have been an unconscious inspiration. And even then, I'm putting some subtle MLP references here and there, just for fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Avatar also started out as a dream. God works in mysterious ways, as they say. I love this hair on her so much, I almost want to make it her actual, like, canon hair. But then I would have to make another hairstyle for this, because this being a premium outfit, it needs to have hair that is different from the normal hair. But I gotta say, I'm a little bit tempted. I have not seen David yet. I've heard some good things about it. What was the inspiration for the dragon people on the 50s planet? They were inspired by cars. 50s cars. And I thought kind of making these sort of metallic... I don't know exactly how I put the two together. But I thought, like, taking inspiration from 50s cars to make these sort of metallic dragon people would be pretty fun. Again, this stuff is kind of hard to market. It's pretty out there. Were the psychic powers also inspired by Psychonauts? Yeah, somewhat. It's more like they're based on, like, radio... my idea of, like, radio powers, because, again, 40s setting, what is, like, one of the biggest things in the 40s that was used for entertainment and war and other purposes? Radio. Radio was one of the biggest things. So it felt thematically appropriate to have whatever powers that these 40s characters have be based on the radio. So the idea is that the horn is like a radio antenna. And the powers are not... I got some inspiration from Psychonauts' powers, but also I just wanted to kind of figure out thematically what would be fitting for, like, radio or wave-based abilities. So I thought about the electromagnetic spectrum, how that works, and that sort of being the basis of their power system. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The electromagnetic spectrum. So radio waves here are some of the longest waves. Pretty darn long, as you can see here. So that's sort of the starting power set for them. But my thought that that'd be pretty darn cool is that the more training and ability that you get as a Psyquine, you could like get into some really wacky stuff like microwaves, infrared, and eventually the hardest powers to unlock would be gamma radiation. Imagine, like, I have a whole idea for a folklore story about the first man to unlock gamma ray powers in this world and how he became like a symbol of the Black Death, almost like a symbol of death and evil, and wherever he went he brought the rot with him, basically, because he turned himself radioactive by unlocking those powers. So I have an idea for that to be the sort of theming of the science classroom. And this figure that ended up becoming the sort of symbol for death, lore-wise. Anyway, I have to expand on that a little more later. And that's why, when you see my characters like standing on top of a like little magic disc. Let me find an example really quick from my Sketchfab. Like here, when you see her standing on these, that's why these are called suspended waves, because it's literally like a radio wave or some kind of wave that has been suspended mid-air so that it is able to be walked on. Obviously that's not actually scientifically accurate, but I thought it's thematically accurate, I'd say, to call it like suspended wave, because you usually use the word suspended in regards to music, and music is made out of waves, sound waves, just like radio. Ha ha ha. On the eel people, no, I don't have anything to share for them at the moment. I'm thinking you're talking about the Medusa eel people, right? Yes, you're right, Standard Jack. I literally... I don't have a literal wall of notes, but I have a literal digital wall of notes. I have a... like, account on what's basically a digital whiteboard site, and it is covered in notes, and especially like folders upon folders of different notes depending on what I'm like writing about and what I'm making notes on for that day. Harley VA says, I've been watching your devlogs for the last few days after auditioning for the Bard. Super cool stuff, don't burn out. Thank you so much. Honestly, like, just hearing a couple of you in the chat saying that you've been looking at my videos is extremely encouraging. I put a lot of effort into those videos, and they're very, like, special to me in terms of explaining my thought process and how this game is getting made. So people, like, sometimes, you know, old YouTube videos don't really get as much attention, so the fact that people are actually, like, going back in my backlog and taking a look at those is exactly what I want, because those videos, like, they're a story, you know? They build off of each other in information, so thank you, in other words. Thank you, and you're going about it the right way. going looking at the older ones, because so much stuff I think that I'm doing now makes a lot more sense when you've seen the old context. Like you're actually getting the context for it all. So, and thank you for your audition as well. I also appreciate that. Oh, I am so excited to tell you guys more about the 30s Planet with the Slime People. That's the next game I want to make, actually. I've already have a whole, like, huge section of notes in my whiteboard for what I want to do with the game in that setting. I'm really excited to get to that game. But I'm even more excited about finishing this one first, so don't worry about it. Vexka says, I have a question about Cyquine horns, specifically Cabrasone. And you're right, that is a name. How do the rings work on their horns? Would there be 8 or 4 rings on each horn? Good question. For the Cabrasone, they use 2 rings per spell slot. So, let me bring up my Sketchfab again to show this visually. One moment. Where's my model for Mr. Cabrera? Okay, here he is. Alright. So, Cabrasone, they don't have the same level of dexterity as the Unicornum, but what they do have is power. They use 2 rings per spell slot, so that means 1 on each horn. So, for example, the spell he's doing right now to hold up that book, he used 2. He used like this one right here and this one for each of his waves. That means each one is stronger, but it's a little slower to recharge because he has to do 2 recharges basically, and so more powerful but less dexterous and a little more time in between recharge, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm going about like the way the power set works in a very video gamey type way, because that's easier for me to kind of balance in my head when I'm thinking about this. And who knows, there might even be some kind of like RPG type of system in the future, far future. Lord knows, at one point in the future, if we ever got enough funding and stuff, it would be really cool to make a CRPG. Like Baldur's Gate 3. Of course, it would never be that big. Never be that big. Because I do want to keep my team small. I want to keep my team in the same sort of range as like Supergiant Games, Double Fine. Small and very interconnected team that works well together. So we would never be able to make something like Baldur's Gate 3, but just even making kind of some kind of small level CRPG would be super fun. Just dreaming, that's all. Yes, I am looking for new voice actors. I'm doing auditions. If you look at my like Instagram or TikTok, you'll find more information about that. But if you want me to put the link in chat, just let me know. How many people do you have on your team now? Good question. Hold on. Let me show you our team. Ba-ba! Here is our team. So, right now, kind of the core people working on it are me, Caius, and then Erin is also helping with the environment art. She's helping a lot with the environment art stuff. Anyway. And then Aurora is working on the music, and my mom, she made the whole website here. She made the websites, and she also worked on like the UI design for the game and some of the graphic designs and text boxes and things like that. But right now, yeah, that's our team right now. I am doing the animation and the story writing by myself, yes. But the coding is all done by Caius Nelson. And then Aaron is helping with environment art. Oh, we are going to have beta readers and editors for the script, trust me. I need it. But right now the script is in a kind of a weird spot where it's hard to give to someone else to read it, because being a script for a video game, it's kind of awkward to read because there's like some choices involved and stuff. So right now we're like kind of working on putting it in a format where we can like send it to someone and not have it be completely ununderstandable, unintelligible. Like imagine handing someone the script for Mass Effect. Like how do you even read that? So we're working on putting it in a way, in a format that makes it understandable to editors. Because Lord knows, the story of this game is the most important bit. It is a story-focused game. So that has to be the part that has the biggest focus. Not that I would be putting, like, less focus or on anything else, but you know what I mean. That's the part out of anything that needs to land the most. I think that's about all I can do until I get some nice reference for the jacket, so I'm gonna hold off on this for now. I'm gonna look at the skirt now. Alright, first off with the skirt, I need to add these little stripes, little stripies. Technically, I should probably say that for later, but I don't care. I want to see how they look. I started by making the skirt dark, so that means I need to now make it light. I made sure to make the skirt not symmetrical, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. There we go. Now, I do the smart thing And change the blending mode. Okay, overlay is too subtle. Color dodge maybe? Let's try 80%. Yeah, that's looking good. I like it. But it's not complete yet. I still have to put in the wrinkles and stuff. Bystander Jack, thank you very much for joining us today, and thanks for the questions, joining us in chat. Taylor asks, are you using a digital pencil like your OC, or using the mouse to texture the dress? I'm using my digital pencil, but I did use the mouse there for a sec because I was using the polygon brush, and with the polygon brush I can use the mouse for that because it's not detailed. Anyway. Okay. Dang it, I probably should get reference for this part too. Bye bye, Sibby. Thank you again for the donation. And greetings to you over in Czechia. I really want to visit Czechia at some point. I want to visit Prague. It's so beautiful. Someday, when I have the money. We'll see. Right now, it's time to focus on the grind. That grind set mindset. Thank you, Koss, for subscribing. That's cool. Yeah, that's probably going to be textured in on the chains. I mean, I still need to texture in the little buttons on the jacket as well. Nice. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, that's all for the skirt for now, because I need to get some more reference stuff for that. Make sure I can render those beautiful wrinkles. But for now, I'm gonna pivot to... Oh, the necklace. The necklace is a good choice, I think. Where did I put her necklace on here? That's her neck. Well, first I'll do the gemstone on the necklace. Where did I put that on here? Where did I put that on here? Hello? Hello, McFly! Hello! Oh, that's the back of it. Where is the necklace on here? What the heck? Bruh. Okay, whatever. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that's what I did. Okay, never mind. Have I experienced any animation bloopers in testing? Oh my goodness, yes. There was one that was pretty funny, actually. There was one where the ears were not properly parented to the head. So the ears were like going off and doing whatever they wanted when the characters were moving around. It was pretty hilarious. I think I still have a recording of that. 1 second. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Is it this one? Let me see. No, it's not this one. Is it this one? Oh, it is. Okay. Look at Judith's ears here. Look at her ears. This is not as bad as it got though, like oh yeah, look at that. Hold on. Her ears literally like disconnect and start sliding down there. They got parented to like her neck or her shoulders or something instead of her head. Oh my god. No. Rip. We were trying to figure out what was causing that issue. Thankfully, it got figured out. So we're good. Okay, next I'm going to... I gotta freeze the red part there. Was that it? I did put it in her eye! Okay. Psh, stupid me. Couldn't find it because it was in her eyeball on the page here. One moment. Okay. Happy New Year, Ivana. Thank you very much for joining us in the chat. Yeah, what I want to do, what I think would be really fun is to have like a documentary of the making of this game. I think that'd be really fun. I think this playlist is replaying some songs. But that's fine with me. I love these songs. Oh, I didn't know that, Oscar. That's cool. I love shading gemstones like this. It's so satisfying. Oh, you guys want to know? You guys want to see something really funny? Oh, hold on. Never mind. It's not letting me on DeviantArt. I was gonna show you like some art progression I did. Is DeviantArt like offline right now? Can't connect to this server or app at this time. 403 error. Weird. DeviantArt's weird about letting me on there sometime. Maybe it's because I have a VPN or something. I was about to show you guys some art progression I've had since my DeviantArt days. But whatever. DeviantArt doesn't want to show it to me right now, which is probably for the best because DeviantArt is a terrible website. So I have so much scarring from that website. Emotional trauma, childhood trauma. Anyway, I used to blend colors. When I was a teenager, I had no idea how painters like blended colors. Like basically how digital painters did what I'm doing literally right now of making the colors blend together. All I knew how to do when I was a teenager was like vector art type stuff. Stuff with very well-defined lines and blocked out colors and stuff. I didn't know how to blend colors. So there was a picture I did of Vi from League of Legends, and I was trying my best to use the tools that I thought digital artists were using to blend stuff, like color dodge. I don't know why I thought that, but there was a picture of Vi from League of Legends that I drew that was really bad. The shading was the worst thing ever. But in that DeviantArt post, I was like, I'm trying to figure out how to blend colors, how to make art like League of Legends art, but I don't know how to do it. And then someone in the comment section literally like changed the course of my art because they linked to me in my comment section a tutorial of how to blend with digital paint on Photoshop. And I was like, oh, that's how they do it. So the tutorial used like a simple sphere to show how it's done. And that, of course, that changed my life. So thank you to that random person on DeviantArt who decided to link me to an extremely helpful tutorial because that helped explain it all to me. Not to say that I immediately got good, because I did not. There's still a lot to learn about rendering, but that tutorial is the reason why I can do this today. Big shout out to all those people who take the time to help young artists out and don't discourage them, but actually give them kind advice. wondering, should I put like a little pattern in here or something? I don't know. I might just leave it blank. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of sparkles in here or something. Do you guys want to see what I was talking about? Let me see if I can find... I don't know if I'll be able to find the exact tutorial. Oh, is this the one? I think... Oh, I think this is the exact tutorial. This one right here. This tutorial right here, I think, is the exact one that I used to learn how to do this. The color picking in the middle, and then using like an opacity brush to keep like blending them over and over. And then doing the same thing on a sphere to get the idea of how it is in 3D. This is cool. I'm gonna link this to you guys right now. Oh, it won't let me. The link is too long. Whoopsies. I just looked up like digital art blending tutorial DeviantArt. You know what? I'll put a link to this in my Discord server. I'll put it in my art chat. Alright. Anyway, back to the grind set. Oh, I know what theme this is. This is Dragon Trainer Tristana's music. Yes, I do have a business card. Especially for conventions and stuff, which I need to go back to conventions again. Probably next year when I gotta go on, like, marketing, the marketing circuit, basically. I don't know, am I liking the sparkles? I don't know. You know what? Yeah, sure. I don't know. That's what I'll do for now. I can't really go to comic conventions that are out of state. I don't have the money. Probably gotta stick to Texas for now. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I just kept focusing on Dragon Queen, but I don't know. I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing now. I don't think I was ready for doing something like Dragon Queen. I think it was better for me to just continue improving. And I'll get back to it someday. when I'm better. Better at writing and all of that. Every writer kind of needs to have that book that you write when you're a teenager that you're super passionate about, but then you kind of get older and realize isn't that good and you need to improve first before you revisit that idea. The passion for it faded a little bit. It was more just like, yeah, I was realizing that the first book that I'd written just wasn't good enough. It could be so much better. And I didn't want to continue on a series that I knew didn't have good foundations. You know? Like, I didn't want to build on shaky foundations. I wanted to tear down the foundations and make them better. Because, like I said, like, every author sort of has that thing that they were really liked when they were younger. But the older you get, the more you're like, putting all of your eggs into that basket that was something you wrote as a teenager sometimes isn't the best call. I'm so happy that so many people enjoyed it, though. And again, I'll think of coming back to it someday. But right now, it's kind of one of those things that's like, oh, I wrote that when I was in high school. You know, I'm so glad I did, but I feel like I can make much better things now. You know what they say about killing your darlings. But it's not killed, it's just in hibernation. A long, long hibernation. Christopher Paolini was a huge inspiration to me as a kid. You know what's kind of ironic? I don't know if this is ironic. It's just something that I thought when I was younger. I sort of put pressure on myself when I was in high school to, like, I gotta finish this book, I gotta make this a series, I gotta do this now, because soon I'm gonna be too old to be able to market myself as, like, a teenage author. You know, the book was so successful because it had the tag of being like, this was written by a 16-year-old. Wow, this is really good for a 16-year-old. And that was, like, a big part of the marketing push for that book. So when I was in high school, I was like, I gotta finish this book. That way I can market it as written by a teenager. But trust me when I say, do not do that. Do not do that. Do not put yourself under that kind of thing. Stuff like Paolini is very rare. And even then, you can tell it was written by a teenager, okay? Don't put yourself under that kind of pressure, because that wasn't right of me to do to myself. And it's always much better for you to take time on something and make it good and then try to rush it out the door just for some kind of marketing thing, you know? Okay, this playlist just keeps repeating songs, so I'm gonna find another playlist. Let's see. Let's see. How about some Professor Layton music? It's funny because I've only played like half of a Professor Layton game. Well, I guess two halves if you count the Phoenix Wright Professor Layton game. Yes, exactly, Brittany. Not to discourage from writing as a teenager, but when you're a teenager, you're just not ready to have your books published like that. You need to you need to write because you gotta build up that experience But you know, that doesn't mean you're ready to literally sell your work for money, because it's not at the quality where it should be sold for money, you know? I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. What? Oh man, it froze all of it. I just want to freeze this bit. There we go. Darn it. Wrong button. Crap. Unfroze it. Let's freeze this again. Oh, and your story started out as a Dragon Age Origins fanfic. Nice. Nice. Exactly, Brittany. Exactly. You're right. It's the same thing, yeah, with other young talent, where they get stuck in that mindset or think that, like, oh, I had success when I was this so-and-so age, and now I'm never going to be able to recapture that ever again. You know, it's a trap. It's definitely a trap. A trap that I have fallen into, because most of the success that I had online was when I was a teenager doing My Little Pony videos. So when I started doing original content and basically like losing all of the momentum I had gained algorithmically, it destroyed me for a while. I was like, wait, well, so am I never going to be as successful as I was when I was a teenager? I mean, quote unquote successful. It was more just like people watching my videos, but you know, that kind of stuff does have an effect. I'm still sort of trying to break out of that mindset of like, no, my career is not ruined. I just have to build up a new one. I like anime, but I like anime in the same way that I like American cartoons. Like, I don't like all of them. I have some that I specifically like. I don't like anime just because it's anime, I guess. I like specific stuff that is good, that I enjoy, I guess. I probably sounded really pretentious there, but that's sort of how I look at it. My favorite anime is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. 10 years in the joint. Thank you very much for subscribing. And you said, I remember you from My Little Pony videos. Yep, yep. Yep. Welcome into the chat. I've heard about Princess Tutu, but I have not watched it. I'll have to look into that one. As you can see from my background here, I've been enjoying Frieren. For some reason though, I don't really watch shows as much as I play games. I play games a lot more because I like the interactivity. I want to play games more than I want to watch shows. So I really love Frieren, but I have not finished the first season yet. I need to get on that. A show that I really liked was Delicious in Dungeon. I think I've talked about that on stream before, but Delicious in Dungeon really captivated me. What's funny though is I don't really like the first few episodes of it. I think for me, it took a few episodes for me to like get it. Like, I understood the concept, but the characters and the plot wasn't really hooking me until, like, the 4th episode. For me, that's when it like, actually clicked, and really started working for me. And then I really, really enjoyed it as the more it went on. So I'm excited for season 2. I've been thinking about reading the manga of it, but I'm content to wait for season 2 for now, because the animation really enhanced that story. Of course, Studio Trigger, was it? They really do a good job with their animation, always. Yeah, in the evenings, the past few weeks, I've been playing Hades 2 after work. It's been very, very fun. And a few weeks back, before Hades 2, it was Silk Song. Oh yeah, Hollow Knight's character designs are fabulous. They're pretty much the gold standard when it comes to making simple but effective character designs. All this texturing on a boot. there's a texture in my boot. Right. Now, time to do the little in-betweens here. Yes. Oops, a little too big there. Let's try this. Oh, that's cool, Taylor. Okay, and now for... Sorry, this is a little tedious. Hello, Dr. Neb. Welcome in. Okay, cool. There's the lace on the boots. Though I guess I want this to be a little darker back here. All right, now what I gotta do is freeze these boots to start working on them. But where are they on my little page here? Where are they? Uh, 10 years in the joint says, I like your YouTube thumbnails. Too much art going on. Okay. Thank you. I hope that's a good thing. There we go. There's the boot. boot frozen. Now, I need to color pick this red right here and paint. And then this goes down like this. And let's do that for now. I don't really go to Comic Cons unless I'm vending at one. Because I like vending at cons a lot. To me, that's kind of part of the appeal, is getting to bring my art there and see people react to it and get their opinions and stuff. It's fun. It's in a good way. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. I wanted to get into a Renaissance fair, but it's specifically the Texas one is really tough because you kind of have to know somebody. I don't really know anybody. And besides, I don't think I exactly have Renaissance fair type of stuff to sell. Because I just have like generic Artist Alley art prints and my video game merchandise. It doesn't really fit a Renaissance fair. I'd have to have something that's like actual like merch that fits the setting better. What are your thoughts on the upcoming PI Mouse for Hire? Oh, I'm excited for that one. Ever since that first like Unreal test gameplay video came out, I've been excited for it. It's really cool seeing how it's been developing over the years. So yeah, cool stuff. Oh yeah, reopening my Etsy. The reason why my Etsy is closed is there was some kind of like discrepancy in my tax files on Etsy. Like for some reason, even though I gave completely correct information about my business account and all of that, Etsy was saying, sorry, we couldn't like corroborate your business with like government filings. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm literally registered with the like I paid. It's ridiculous. Etsy, I was having some problems with that, so I just need to like take some time to go through that and fix the problem. I might have to talk to Etsy support and all that. So that's the reason why my Etsy store is closed right now, because of a stupid glitch that literally is not allowing me to sell on Etsy right now. Yeah, it's not of my own volition. They're forcing me to put my store in vacation mode because they couldn't verify my tax information, which again I don't understand because every other store does, and I literally pay taxes every like 4 months, so 3 months for business taxes, so I don't know why they couldn't verify it. I have to figure that out. But I've been thinking of just having my own website storefront with like Shopify or something, I don't know. But Etsy was nice because it was an easy way to like have people be able to already have an account or literally search for your product. But Etsy's also been sort of pissing me off because of all the AI crap on there. It's really peeving me off. I don't want to see all this AI garbage on here. I want real art from real craftspeople. I used to do Redbubble. I might have to look into it again. It's been a while since I've used it. Um, 10 Years on the Joint says, what do you think of Bendy and the Ink Machine? I have not played Bendy and the Ink Machine, but I used to watch people play it when it was coming out. All the episodes. Unfortunately, I don't really like it. Not that... I really liked, like, the idea of it. But I felt like the execution was really weird. And even as someone who didn't literally play the game, it felt like there wasn't any real gameplay. Like, it was just walking around. And I have nothing against walking simulators, but Bendy and the Ink Machine was not the kind of game that should have been a walking simulator, you know? It needed to have more meat to it. And the story was kind of unintelligible, especially by the end, so... It's one of those games that I like in concept and I like stuff about, but by the end, it was just kind of unintelligible. But that's coming from somebody that's not really part of the fandom, who just sort of watched people play it on YouTube, so... I did get Bendy in the Dark Revival on a Steam sale, but I haven't played it yet. Because I've heard that that one is better. So... I'll probably give that one a shot and see what I think. Uh, 10 Years in the Joint asks, what do you think of the Epic Mickey series? You are asking the #1 fan of Epic Mickey. I was a huge fan of the first game when I was a kid. It was a huge influence on me. And my little character right here, she used to be an Epic Mickey OC, basically. I made this character as an Epic Mickey OC when I was a kid, and now she's evolved into my little channel persona, which is pretty fun. I will not play Garden of Banban. No, thank you. I am content watching YouTubers play that. It does not look very fun to play. It's fun to watch, but it doesn't really look very fun to play. When it comes to most mascot horror stuff, I usually watch people play it just because I'm curious. But, Secret of the Mimic actually looked like something I might want to play, because it actually looks like a game. So I watched people play Secret of the Mimic, but I might actually buy and play that one. Because I don't really play horror games very much, but that one looked fun. I like Resident Evil games, but... because they're actual games. Yeah, didn't Hello Neighbor like fall off spectacularly? I also would watch Markiplier play that. What's funny is that I have Resident Evil 7 on my Steam account. I've had it on there for years because someone gifted it to me way back, but I've never played it. Resident Evil 7 is too scary for me. I watched people play 7, but I've never played it myself. Resident Evil 2 Remake was already very stressful to play. Resident Evil 4 was more my speed. I love RE4. And I've played that one and the remake. But even then, the regenerators part was very scary for me. That freaked me out. I can watch people play horror games just fine, but actually playing them myself? Oh boy. I don't know about that. I did play the demo for, well, Chapter 1 of Indigo Park, though, and I enjoyed that. But even then, I was still, like, stressed out the whole time that I was about to get jump scared or chased around. Yeah, Mr. 10 years in the joint. I had a feeling that's why you were asking me those questions. And you got it right when it comes to Epic Mickey. People always, when they see my OC, they're like, oh my god, Cuphead! Or, oh my god, Bundy and the Ink Machine. But the truth is, I'm inspired by the OG. I'm inspired by the real OG rubber hose. I'm talking Mickey Mouse. A character that is very niche, you know? A very niche character. But I used to watch Felix the Cat cartoons when I was a kid. Like the old classic rubber hose Felix the Cat cartoons. So I was also a bit inspired by that. Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in a fix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. Dang, Taylor, you gotta be going to comic conventions left and right. You meet a lot of voice actors. That's pretty cool. Why, thank you. Brittany, I might know who you're talking about. Epic Mickey inspired comics when I was a kid. So I might know who you're talking about, but I don't remember the name. I was big in the Epic Mickey fandom. Big into the Epic Mickey fandom, not big in the... Nobody knew me. That was fun days. Innocent days. Hello, Ventus Anime Girl. Welcome to the chat. They say, looking forward to Normore Academy. Love watching people play the demo. Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to getting it out there. I think I do know who you're talking about. I do know who you're talking about. I think I followed this person on DeviantArt. I'm looking him up right now. That is so fun. You've just brought back a lot of memories. Thank you. Yes, Mr. 10 years in the joint, I am making a video game. The character I'm working on right now is the main character of that game. I'm working on an alternate costume for her right now. This costume is for the Kickstarter backers. It's like a backer exclusive skin for the main character. That's what we're working on right now. Goodbye, Oscar. Thank you so much for joining us today. All right. Oh, the Epic Mickey artist was Twisted Wind. I need to look them back up, though, because it's been a long time since I looked at their comics. Yeah, that DeviantArt being so accepting of AI is crazy, dude. Of all websites, just doesn't fit the vibe at all. Also, ArtStation being okay with it is wild to me. And really annoying. I'm so tired of all this garbage, dude. You guys have kind of got me in an Epic Mickey mood. Maybe I'm gonna change the music to Epic Mickey. Let's see. Which one should we do? This one is called Epic Mickey OST Transition Games Lo-Fi by Jim Dooley. But for now, I'm gonna be right back. Be right back, guys. I'll see you in like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, everybody. Now what should I do? Let me see. Doing all these little stitches. Do. Oh boy! Never doubt me again. Thank you, enchanted BB fly. Is this the national anthem? Oh my god, you're right. I forgot to change back to work mode. Work mode. Yeah, I could see that too.
Like maybe she would sound a little like this.
I don't know.
Or maybe a little bit more of a Boston accent or something. I don't know, I think she might sound a little bit more like this. What do you think?
I have to workshop it.
Oh dear. She'd definitely be a little annoying. But just only a little bit. Just enough to be slightly endearing.
But yeah,
Maybe it would be maybe a little bit more of a southern drawl. Maybe a little bit more.
sorry, I'm workshopping it.
Maybe a little bit more of a southern drawl. I don't know. I think she'd love to go down to the bayou. Do a little dance. Do a little dance on the bayou.
Yeah. I've been thinking about what voice I want to do for the secretary, because I know she's gonna be from Corvinstone, so she's gonna have some form of American accent. But I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with her. For context, everybody, hold on, let me pull her up so y'all know who I am talking about. Her. For her voice, I'm gonna probably be voicing her to save on some money. I'm trying to figure out exactly what kind of voice I want to do for her, though. I've been thinking something a little bit more of a southern drawl for her. And something a little deep, too. She doesn't really care too much about what's going on around her, but she does like board games. So, there's going to be some side quests for her, where you get to play some board games with her. But beyond that, she's a bit of a gossip. She loves gossiping with people. And I think it'd be kind of funny having an accent like that for her. But I've also been thinking of her, giving her a bit of a Boston accent too. But I'm not as experienced with that one because I do not live in Boston. I live in the South. I'd have to workshop it a bit. But yeah, just the things I've been workshopping for her. Yeah, I can see her with a bit of a New Yorker accent. A little bit. I gotta have to workshop it.
New York. Hey, I'm walking here.
Workshopping voices is a little bit embarrassing to do in public. Because you're like saying, a lot of times you're basically saying the same line over and over, just like slightly adjusting what you're doing with your voice to try to find the perfect thing. And there's like, whenever you're trying to get back into that voice, there's again a specific line you're always thinking of to sort of ease you back into what you're thinking. It's hard to describe. Oh my goodness. We got a donation. Ziggurat donated $5. Sorry, oh no! I didn't see the full donation and it didn't. Hold on, hold on. 1 second. I have to look at my Streamlabs. I'm so stupid. I'm not logging into my Streamlabs. Ah. Oh my god, why is this taking so long? Oh, Ziggurat said, sorry I'm late. Had to run some errands, but I watched the beginning of the stream at 2 times. Well, welcome back, welcome back. And thank you so much for the donation. Oh, Candle Fairy, that's cool. "10 years in the joint says, do Arnold voice with high pitch, say get to the chopper." Oh my goodness. Ah! Ziggurat donated $5. 2 opinions. 2 options. Suspended wave, stand out. Ah! It doesn't last very long. Hold on. Let me go back to the Streamlabs. The suspended wave to stand on can be fairly scientifically accurate depending on if you want to explain it, and also opposite to the rot high frequency guy. You can have someone with super long frequencies like a deity that can get it. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Get to the chopper!
That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. See, now you guys, now that you guys have prompted me, now I'm like tempted to just speak in a southern drawl the entire stream. Ah, Taylor. Funny you should say that. I have not finished the model of the beast, but I do have the design done. But I cannot show that to you guys. No, no, no. No, no, no. Am I gonna update the donation animation? Not now. I like the dancing link. In the future, I might have like custom little GIF animations of my characters doing stuff, like Gina dancing or something. But for now, the link works. But it would be fun, yeah, in the future to have like little more themed ones. I cannot tell you any inspiration for the beast because then you might start figuring how it looks like, you know? And I cannot have that. I cannot have that. Stop trying to wring spoilers from me. One moment while I grab some reference. A reference. Aha, here we go. Oh! Enchanted BB Fly. You got jump scared. You got jump scared by Nicholas's mom. Partner choices. Oh Lord. Dancing Link happens when you donate to the stream. It's just the GIF I chose for a stream alert when someone does a donation. Hold on, did I mess up here? Should I? Hold on. It works on YouTube, yeah. I think it's like $5 or more donation. No, I don't. I think it's below actually. I think it's $10 or more where there's like a different. $5 is I forget. I think it's any donation that's Dancing Link. And then $10 and up is like a different Link where he's like looking at the camera all stupid. What am I? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the logistics of this right now. Logistics. Maybe I should do this. Dancing Link, young and sweet. Whoa! Hello, thank you so much for your $5 donation. I don't know why it didn't do the Dancing Link though. That was the Link looking stupid at the camera. Here, hold on. Let me show this to you right now because you donated $5. Thank you so much. You deserve to see Dancing Link GIF. Where did I put it? I opened up my my Streamlabs here. Oh, hold on. Music is. Let me turn on some music real quick before I show you. Music. Tip settings. What is my tip settings? Where? Sorry, it's been a while since I've used Streamlabs. Let me. Oh, maybe it's under the widgets. Goodness, where is the settings for this? I feel like it's changed since I last have gone on here. Okay, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Where is the GIF? I'm trying to find the GIF. It doesn't work for YouTube Super Chats? I don't know. Oh, hold on. This has got to be it. I found it. Alert box. Alert box. This has got to be it, right? Oh, here we go. I'm going to test tipping. Ah, there we go. That's not a real donation, though. That was a test donation. There you go. There's Dancing Link. That was not real. That was fake. There you go. We did it. Thank you again for your donation. Really appreciate it. The dancing link is real. Thanks again. And thank you also to Ziggurat for your donation. I really appreciate the support. Now it's time to draw on all of these shoelaces. Ah! Oh my goodness. Ziggurat donated another $5. Thank you so much. Another one for the lulz. Beautiful. Look at him go. Look at that man go. Dancing link for the love. Oh my goodness. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Thank you so much, guys. This is like really helpful. Thank you so much. I guess we've discovered the secret now. Yeah, it seems to be YouTube super chats do the link staring stupidly at the screen gif, and then the Streamlabs donations through PayPal do the link dancing gif. And if you subscribe, you get the Vault Boy thumbs up gif. Man, I set those up way back when I was just randomly doing some streaming in Pony days. Yeah, again, I have to look at my Streamlabs settings, but that does seem to be the case where YouTube donations do link staring at the screen. But if you click the link like in the description and donate through the Streamlabs donation link, that's when it does. I'm saying link a bunch of times because of the nature of these GIFs, which is pretty funny. That's when it does the link GIF. Though I don't know. Why doesn't it tell me? Huh. Anyway, I'll have to figure this out because Streamlabs is being a little strange. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, now I see in my super chat settings that I set derp link to super chats, and then for tips, I have the link dancing gif. And I thought I put another one for like to donations above $10, but I don't think I did. So don't test that because it doesn't exist. It's not real. I think. Yeah, the link derp gif used to be the one that was above $10, but I guess I changed it to instead be the super chat one. Weird, weird. Link is gonna fund this game. Yeah, Link. He's gonna collect all the rupees. I need to make one, but I can't right now. But I will at some point. Hopefully the streams will get popular enough at some point that I would have need to do that, but I do not have need to do that at the moment. But man, it would be so fun to have like little custom Gina gif or something. I already have a little gif of Rita, my little character here doing the dancing. Oh my god. Okay, let's test it. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. I told you there wasn't one. So you can't be mad at me, okay? I said there was not one, but thank you. This really, really, really helps out. Thank you so much. Barbecue bacon burger. Thank you so much. Dancing Rita GIF for the supers. Yeah, yeah. I wonder if I can do that right now. Did I even have the... Oh, you know what? Instead of the Vault Boy GIF... I should do the Rita dancing GIF. Where did I save that? I'm gonna do it for subscribers. I think I put it under devlogs and then under Rita expressions, and then the this dancing GIF has like the green screen background though, which is kind of hilarious. Does this work? Oh no, it's like an MP4, that's why. I have to have a GIF. I put that... Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry if this is boring. I have to find this. I have to see if this works for subscribing. I put it in my character art models. And then Rita Ragtime, exports. Where's the GIF? Where's the GIF? Where's the GIF? I know it's in here. Where's my dancing GIF? I know I made one. Where is it? Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh, this sucks. I can't find the GIF. That's so weird. Anyway. It was worth a shot. Okay, I did try doing the dance for my subscriber thing though, so if you guys want to unsubscribe and then resubscribe, maybe that'll trigger it. So unsubscribe for me right now. Learning how to become a streamer right now. I do have, like, I know I have the GIF of her dancing, but right now I can only find the MP4. So if you want to test it from the subscription thing, give it a shot. Just make sure to resubscribe after, okay? You can't unsub. Yeah, you gotta keep your streaks. You gotta keep your Duolingo streaks. Your Incros subscribe streak. I don't know if it'll actually work if you like unsub and then resub though. Yeah, try like unsubbing and then subbing again. Again, I don't know if that'll actually work though, because there might be some kind of like spam filter for this. You know what? I'm just gonna test it right now. There's a test button right here. I'm gonna test it. So this is a fake subscriber. Hold on. It did not work. Oh man. Okay. Quick guys, subscribe back to me right now. Yeah, it didn't work. That is so weird. It's literally like I see it on the settings here that I see it on the settings, but it didn't work. I'll have to test that later. Anyway, back to the work. I'm probably not gonna stream for too much longer. I'm getting tired. But thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Look at how filled up the tip jar is. That's the most filled it's been in like 10 years. Kevin is a fake subscriber. That's a test subscriber I just did. Kevin does not exist. Actually, it's Kevin from Home Alone. He's secretly a big fan. I'm doing the shadows for the laces right now. Seriously, thank you for the donations. Those help a lot. All praise to Link. That stuff helps pay for voice acting, straight up. So feel proud, you just helped pay for voice acting. Because the YouTube super chats go to my business account. And the business account, that's for voice acting. Among other business related things. This is actually not Blender. This is 3D Coat, which is it's a different 3D software. Technically, it can do a bunch of different things, but I only use it for texturing. Like here, if you look up here, it says like tweak, retopo, UV, sculpt, render. I never use that. I only use it for texturing. Most useless tabs of all time. What am I doing? Link is a patron of the arts. Yeah. It doesn't go like this. If I look at my reference, it goes like, oh my god. I'm trying to process the image in front of my face. This goes underneath. And then oh, Taylor, the food for I think I know what YouTuber you're talking about. Ziggurat, don't worry. Like, I'm the only one that sees those auditions, basically. I'm not gonna be like publicly sharing people's auditions. I feel like, is the music too low? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I cringe at my own accents too. Accents are hard. Okay, I see how this works now. I say, immediately messing it up. I was then shot 57 times. Okay, there we go. You wanna... BB the Candle Fairy says, "Ha! Look at this person's poor attempt at a French accent. Evil you from the evil universe where you posted the auditions, which is evil." Dude, that imagine how bad, like, awful that would be if someone, like, just posted auditions and just, like, made fun of them on stream. That would be so horrible. That would be evil me, you're right. And how hypocritical it would be, too, because I'm also very bad at doing a French accent. And Mr. 10 Years in the Joint says, "I do want a long version of Dancing Link if I get to do 100. I would say, do not do that because I don't even I don't even know how to do that right now. Though I do see there's like a way to make variations. Let's see. Yeah, I'd have to fix that up, and it is not fixed up. But thank you for the sentiment. Yes, you're right, Taylor. You don't want to be like offensive. So the accents I've been trying to get better at is Queen's English and Southern accents. And I want to be able to do New York, Boston accent, but I'm still learning. Someday I'd really like to do Scottish and Irish accents, but still learning how to do those. It's not easy for an American like me. Because I was not raised in Europe. I'm a Californian. Yuck. But that does mean that I'm really good at doing a Valley Girl accent because that's literally where I came from. I came from the Valley. No, I'm from SoCal. But now I live in Texas. So all is right with the world. It was pretty funny culture shock for me when I first came to Texas, and I was like, wait, why isn't everybody speaking like a cowboy? But it's just not really the case in Houston. It depends on where you go in Texas, and it depends on the age of the person too. Like, when I was in high school, like some of the teachers would sometimes have a southern drawl, but the students, not really. It's because of the TikTokification of the world. Everybody is starting to speak like Californians because Californians are the most people on influencer TikTok. You could probably make a whole like scientific linguistic study off of people getting Californian accents because most influencers are living in LA. And most people are watching those influencers to get an idea of learning English. Oh, you're from NorCal? Nice. I've been there a few times. I remember I took a trip with my uncle to San Francisco one time. That was fun. There's so many beautiful houses there. But too many hills. It's tiring to walk up all those hills. Yeah, I definitely. You can take the girl out of California, but you can't take the California out of the girl. I was literally born in Hollywood. What can I say? Y'all see why this game is taking so long to make? Ugh. Hello, the Witherling TV. Welcome in. There we go. There we go. Yahoo! Laces strapped on. Tied on. There's still a little bit more to do on the shoes though, but got some good progress, methinks. Oh my goodness gracious. Another donation? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be, like, kidding me. Thank you very, very much. Wait. Ah, I'm trying to go back to my dashboard. So I can see it. I know it said something about like. Okay, Ziggurat says when you do the karaoke stream, you better sing California Girls. Oh my god. You guys are bringing up the karaoke stream again. Why are you doing this to me? You're right though. You do be right though. What about Equestria Girls?
Equestria girls were kind of magical. Boots on hooves.
I think I'm almost done for tonight. There's still more to do on this, but I'm getting tired. Bleh.
Boots on hooves, bikinis on top. Unforgettable.
I don't. I still need to listen to Epic the Musical. I keep seeing all these like cool animatics on Instagram Reels and stuff. Okay, that's it. I need to keep working on puzzle assets right now. But wowee! She's looking really cute. Adorable. That's it for tonight. So the things that need to be done next on this model, the hat, obviously, that's just sitting there. I gotta do this. I gotta like actually get reference for this coat bit and finish the coat. Need to finish this shirt bit. I still have details on the lace that needs to be done. Gotta do wrinkles on the skirt. There's still a bit to do, but it's making great progress. Little Gothic Queen. Alright, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, and especially thank you to the guys donating. Like I said before, it is incredibly helpful, and your donations go directly to supporting the game and paying the voice actors. Oh, next stream? Maybe Saturday, maybe tomorrow. Okay, wait, not Saturday. I'm doing an event on Saturday. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But I'll let you know if anything changes on my Discord. Bye, y'all. Have a great night. God bless.